There's a consultation currently to close down some of the children's centres across Cambridgeshire. I'm going to Romsey Mill today to talk to local parents to find out what is it they get from the centre and what would happen if the centre was closed down.
So for me it's human contact. I found having a baby initially, whilst lovely, quite an isolating experience, and I was really grateful to come to the children's centres, and I've just found them so invaluable in terms of meeting other people who are going through the same thing. Because whilst having a child is delightful, it's also such a shock to you, especially if you've just been working for them since I graduated. I was working full time, and I just didn't know what hit me really, so coming to meet other people was really, really key.
Well, we came to the Children's Centre originally as new parents, and they do a new parents group, and that was particularly useful in that when you're sort of thrust out and into the world of parenthood and don't know what you're doing, is that having somewhere that you can get support and meet other people in the same situation was invaluable, and then we've been coming ever since.
Coming to Children's Centre, you get to meet other babies and play with them, and there are new toys here and big space for them as well.
Well, I think the new parents group would be a major loss, in that I think it's that sort of thing that gets rid of a lot of potential hiccups along the way. It's also combined with the midwife visits and the health visitor visits that they do at the same time, so that you can sort of get here and just it all is all in one place. And also there's surprisingly few stay and play type pet play groups, so that if you aren't using a nursery, you can't commit to full time at a nursery, then your options are limited, and most days in the mornings there's nothing other than provided by the Children's Centre and some other local charities.
Well, it would be extremely detrimental, because I think Jess really enjoys coming to see her friends and exposure to new adults, so I think she's less fearful in new situations. And for myself personally, I just think that, I mean it's a lot better now, but in the early days it would have really caused me to feel really low and down, not to be able to get out and go somewhere and meet people who are having a similar experience.
It's crucial for sort of the fabric of the country to have a great start in life for children, and if this is taken away, it's the very basis for children's early interaction, their development. These children use the skills they get here to impact their next step. They're either a step ahead or they're a step behind, and that's what this kind of issue boils down to. Thank you. Projecting down years down the line, it can seem quite dramatic, but there are crossroads and forks in the road, and which path do people go down? You trace it back to these initial, seemingly on the grand scale of things, small perhaps things, but it's a drip feed of impact, and that is what ultimately collectively governs where we go as a society. And if you operate policies of closing this kind of community centre, you're storing up massive, more expensive problems than just funding a community centre, further down the line. So I think we'd be very passionately opposing, anything that seeks to cut back for a short-term gain, and a long-term sort of veil for this kind of community activity, which is the very structure of our society that we need to protect.